There's an area of the law that I think that everyone in Georgia should understand, and that's the concept of possession. It can apply to alcohol if you're under 21, it can apply to illegal substances, it can apply to weapons, and it can affect people regardless of whether they are people who use alcohol or drugs or own weapons. It's just something that everybody should understand in the concept of criminal law. So possession comes in kind of three different forms. There's the easy one, which is actual possession. It's in your pocket, it's in your hand. That's kind of an obvious, you're possessing it because you're holding it. The second kind of possession is joint possession. And in this case, it means more than one person can possess a thing. So if you and I are sitting at a table and there's a bag of something illegal in between us and the cops bust in, hopefully with a warrant, they can arrest both of us for that bag of illegal substances, because in Georgia, joint possession means more than one person can possess a thing. The third kind is constructive possession, and it has nothing to do with construction. What it means is, even if a thing is not on your person, the law can say that you possessed it because it was found in a place where you would be presumed to have knowledge and control over. A good example of that is like the trunk of a car. So if you own a car and something illegal was found in the trunk of the car, you as the owner are presumed to have knowledge and control over the thing that is in the trunk of that car, so they could arrest you for possession of that thing. Another example of constructive possession is something like a backpack. If the police find a backpack, it's got items in there that are identifiable as yours, and something illegal, they could arrest you for what they found in that backpack, even though you didn't have that backpack on you, it wasn't anywhere near you when the police found it. So obviously in all of these cases, there are going to be defenses to the case. Yes, depending on the facts of your case, your lawyer is going to go through how best to argue that you did not have possession of it, even though the law made those assumptions about you. The other thing you need to know is consumption and possession are not the same thing. Consumption applies to things like DUI. It matters that you used the alcohol or the drugs. But with regard to possession of drugs, it doesn't matter if you're a drug user or not. It's only the fact that you possessed it in one of those three forms we just talked about that makes it unlawful. Ownership isn't always necessarily a deciding factor either, especially when it comes to weapons. We have people say, well, I don't own that gun, someone else does. Someone else can own a thing and you can still possess it at the same time. So hopefully that gives you kind of a snapshot of how possession law works. I think it's important for everyone in Georgia to understand that concept in the law.